Hi, this is Roy Worley. Welcome to the interview show that brings on guests from all walks of life. Yeah, it's here that they tell their stories and delve a little deeper into their lives to see what got them where they are. So grab a drink, have a seat, and relax, because this is the Leo Effect.
When was the last time a short movie shook your emotions to the core? When was the last time a short movie caused you to rethink everything you stood for? When was the last time a short movie made you proud to be an American? When was the last time you felt the emotion to stand up and cheer after a short movie? The new short movie, I've Got Your Six, written and directed by Bill Foster, one of the industry's newest and fastest climbing directors, will answer all of those questions. Rarely has there been so much packed into a short movie that when you leave, you'll feel more proud of our American military veterans. A movie that was cast only with American military veterans will have you on the edge of your seat, cheering for our veterans and what makes America great. I've Got Your Six will be hitting the film festival scene soon. Be prepared to drop what you're doing and go see this powerful movie when it comes to your area. Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Leo Effects, and we are in it for another episode, heading into the new way of doing things. Today I am joined by a special guest. She does some really fantastic work and works with some very fantastic people, but we'll get into that. We'll get there. I real quick want to introduce to you the one, the only, Kim Hopkins. How are you today, Kim?
I'm great. How are you doing today, Ray?
I am fantastic. Another beautiful day.
Where are you?
I am in upstate New York. So by beautiful day, I mean that it was 20 degrees instead of 8. So.
Oh my, that's cold. that's too chilly for me.
Well, to each their own, I suppose. If I had to trade it, I'd be out in Cali with you, so.
Anytime.
So let's kind of jump headfirst right into this. Right? We're going to go for it from 0 to 60. Can you tell the listeners out there what you feel you might be most known for as far as your work goes?
Oh, I think most people know me from Cheech and Chong's next movie and Hollywood Nights.
Nice.
Yeah.
And what did you do in those? Just so, people might be able to go look you up and check it out.
Well, if they watch Cheech and Chong's next movie, he specifically calls me Kim, so it's hard to miss me. I played his girlfriend, yeah. So that's kind of, but I had a much larger role, but it got edited out. But I have a nice solid 2 minutes, just Cheech and I on the screen, so that was fun. Hollywood Nights, I played the best friend of Fran Drescher, who was with a college boyfriend while she was in high school, and then during the film I take him away from her, and she kind of gives him up to me.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So I know, this interview and this Q&A session, whatever you want to call it, is all about you, but I have to ask a personal question. This is actually more from my wife. Does Fran in her normal state talk in that high-pitched nanny voice?
Yes, she does. That's her voice.
Oh my word. Okay.
Yep, that's her. That's Fran. I was surprised myself, but yes, she does. She's a sweetheart. She's a wonderful woman.
Goodness. Okay. All right. Well, that answered that. Now back to the special guest that's here speaking with me. So, you've done a number of things. I'm cheating. Don't tell anybody. I'm cheating. I've got IMDb pulled up here, so I'm totally cheating. I mean, I know a lot of what you do, and especially, your extracurriculars, which we're definitely going to get into, but I kind of want to talk a little bit about, IMDb is saying that, you're an actress, which, I mean, I hope everybody knows. You just kind of threw that out there. But it says that you're also a writer, a director, an editor, producer.
Yeah, I went to film school at the New York Film Academy because I wanted to direct my own projects. and I wanted to learn what everybody does behind the camera so that I could direct in a nice way, and not be just telling people to do things that I didn't understand. So that's where that came in, and you had to write your own things to do. So I started writing my own scripts and producing them, and yeah. And you learn to edit too, which editing, most people don't really like editing, but I loved editing.
Really?
I still do love editing. Yeah, I really enjoy it.
Oh, see, with these, if I can one button push to edit, that's beautiful. That's my, that's my nirvana.
Well, it's so cool though with film because you can totally change the way the scene works, and editing in sounds, and it fascinates me, and I'm just always so thrilled to be done with something and go, wow, that's incredible. Yeah, I really like it.
That's cool. What was it that made you wake up one day and say, you know what, I want to be an actress. I want to go out there to Hollywood and show them what I got?
I don't think I did that. It was just what happened. I started modeling when I was 2.5 years old and doing commercials and acting, as a child, and then kind of just kept doing it. I stopped for a while from about 12 years old till about 18 years old, and then I went back to work and never stopped.
Wow. So you're just in it for the long haul, huh?
Yeah, I've stopped and started over the years for various reasons, and actually one of the times that I stopped and started again, my son started working regularly, and excuse me, he booked a series regular role on a show, so then I had to be on the set with him every day, so my career took a backseat to that, happily, because it's been on again, off again, but now I'm full steam ahead.
That's perfect. That's so great. I'm just looking at this list and it scrolls for days. I highly recommend people look this up. I mean, check your stuff out. You're so experienced. You've got, this is claiming 32 titles. That's amazing. I'm so humbled to have you here talking to me.
Oh, you're sweet. It's short compared to most, but like I said, I was in and out of it. But it's going to get longer soon.
Oh,
yeah.
You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention.
Well, I'm doing a pilot for a new show, which I can't really talk about because I signed an NDA. But we're shooting it in January. Oh. So as soon as I can, I will tell you about it.
Okay. Okay.
I'm actually working on the Paramount lot this Friday, so I'm excited about that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I'll take pictures. You'll be able to see them. I'm doing a lot, and then of course I'm, teaching and coaching worldwide, so that's fun too.
Let's break into that a little bit. Let's talk about that, because you and I had talked about that off record, off recording, over the phone, and I think that that's truly an awesome and amazing thing that you do. So I want to get that out there. So if you want to let the people know, what's that all about?
Okay, well, I've been coaching friends and my son for, over 25 years, privately, and I wasn't charging anyone, and then I thought this could be a business. So I started last minute audition coaching about 6 years ago, and people kept asking me to start a class. So I started a class, and then I decided to go via Skype worldwide. So I have some clients in Germany and London, New York, Chicago. Yeah, which is really great. But the class itself is not just acting, it's branding, marketing, and I help people get managers and agents and jobs. But I specifically like to offer veterans and handicapped artists every month. I offer 2 spots to veterans and 2 spots to handicapped artists, so they can come for free to class for a month. And if there's nobody else waiting in line, then they can continue on. And every month we professionally shoot footage for their reel, which is really important for actors these days. So it's included in their class, and they get all of that. So I get to help people and get paid for it, and I get to help people and give back.
Wow. That's so cool. That's really, really cool. I mean, And what was, we'll say, do it one more time. What was the name of this acting class so people can go look it up?
The name of the class is Live in the Moment, but
Mhm.
they would find it at lastminuteaudition.com.
There you go. There you go. That's what we were looking for. So all you better check it out because it's cool. I said so.
You're cute. You're cute.
No,
You're cute. Yeah, it's fun.
I'm genuinely very, very interested in not necessarily the editing as we talked about, but I mean that is part of, it's one of the many facets of the diamond that is the acting world. It's just one that I don't particularly care to look at. But the rest of it is truly enamoring, and I definitely want people to go check that out. It's a really interesting prospect that you have there.
Yeah, I have fun. I do have a lot of fun. Do you write it all?
I wouldn't say in a professional capacity of any sort. I would venture to say even amateur writers would kind of laugh at what I do. But I mean, I have many stories to tell, if that counts for anything.
It does. It counts for a lot. That's how things start. Stories.
Well, I'm sure that you being a writer, you have many more stories than I do. Do you have anything published, or is this just writing as far as, movie-wise?
Just film-wise. I am going to write a book one of these days. I've been playing with that for a long time, and I'm also going to write a one-woman show. It's just, I'm so busy doing everything else, it kind of keeps escaping me, but I am determined to write a book.
That would be really cool. What do you think the book would be about?
Basically my life. I've had a very interesting life, and it would take hours and hours on your show to tell you the stories. I mean, I grew up in Los Angeles in the 60s, 70s, and 80s, so, I was a disco queen, and I was hanging around with Elton John and Queen, and I was friends with Carrie Fisher. Yeah, there's a lot going on in my life.
Well, that explains why you were in a Cheech and Chong movie.
I actually auditioned for that. That was fun. I'll never forget walking into Universal Studios and going up into that room and auditioning, and Cheech was sitting at the end of the couch, and he laughed so hard he fell off the end of the couch during my audition. We had a good time.
I bet that would be a wild set to be on. Do you have any cool stories about that, or any funny stories from being on set?
It was actually pretty professional. There was a lot of improv going on. Gary Austin was on that set. He was the founder of the Groundlings.
Oh, okay.
And who else was on? Oh my gosh, Tom Hanks' wife, Rita, was in the same scene that I was in, and Cassandra Peterson, who is Elvira, was also in that scene. So it was quite, and Jake, Bodies by Jake Seinfeld, he was in that scene also.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he broke through a wall, and then we actually became really good friends. And, yeah, it was a really cool set to work on. We worked on the back lot, which is not in the film. I have the footage that is not in the film on 3/4-inch tape that I can't get anybody to transfer for me. So if you ever find somebody who can transfer that old 3/4-inch tape, I'll get it transferred and show the world.
Oh, that'd be really wild.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the outtakes of what I did with them, but I don't know why they sent me the whole thing. So I might have more than just my footage too. Who knows what's on that tape?
Yeah, that. Wow. Who knew? Yeah, who would know? We got to figure that out.
I think so. I've been trying for years. I've got it right here. So if you figure that out, call me.
Yeah, we're going to have to put it out there. Anybody who's listening, if you know what's going on, then we need to figure this out, and we need information.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Wouldn't it? Dying to see what's on there.
Have you done anything, like any other movies that really stand out that you have some interesting backstories about?
I did work on a film with Peter O'Toole, called The Other Side of Paradise, which I've never seen actually. And I would love to see that too. I don't know what happened with that, but I have a very close friend now, Richard Rush, who directed him in The Stuntman. And we exchange stories all the time about what it was like to work with Peter O'Toole. He was an amazing man to work with. I mean, it was mesmerizing to watch him work. So that was kind of a cool thing. And I worked with Oliver Reed on a movie called Maniac and Deborah Raffin. I got to work with some really cool people and incredibly talented people over the years.
That is, I just can't even. I just can't even right now. You blowing me away.
You're so cute. Yeah, I've had fun. I love acting, but I really enjoy watching other actors do what they do.
Wow. So, have you done any kind of like conventions or signings, like done, autograph signings or anything?
Oh my gosh. Well, I did a lot of posters modeling. So I did do a lot of autographs for posters and magazines, a lot in Vegas. I did the Malibu Grand Prix poster.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah, so that my signature is so awful now because of that. Yeah, my arm almost fell off. But yeah, no, I used to go to Vegas all the time and do the shows for the posters. I was just there a week or two ago. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to do a commercial for this place, but there's a new semi-private jet company that flies out of Burbank to Vegas that is unbelievable. So cool, and it's not very expensive, but it's the best.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yep. But I'm not a big Vegas person, to be honest. Especially now, everything's so tall and big, you can't really see anything. You can't walk on the strip anymore.
Yeah, it's a mess down there. I'm impressed. You seem to have seen and done many, many things that I think a lot of people just wish that they could have done.
Well, I say everybody should try everything once.
There you go.
Yep. Actually, I did stand up in Vegas at the World Series of Comedy, which was fun. And it was after my father had passed away, so he didn't get to see it. But my dad headlined in Vegas a lot when I was little. I would go see him in Vegas. And so it was a big thing for me to go to Vegas and do stand-up.
Wow.
That was fun. And I actually took my son with me. He came with me, and he sat in the audience. And so it was pretty cool.
That does sound pretty cool. I just sit back and I listen to some of these stories that the guests tell, and it's so cool. It's amazing to hear.
Yeah, it's fun to hear other people's stories, but you can make your own. You should go to Vegas. Try stand-up. It's fun.
No, I don't think I'd hack it in the Vegas stand-up world. That sounds a little rough.
No, it's not.
What was
you could do it?
What was your top joke?
My top joke? Oh gosh, I don't even remember. That time was not my best.
Oh, okay.
I laughed a lot myself. The first couple of minutes were great, and then I said something that I don't know what happened. So It got really quiet for a while. But I laughed a lot. I had a great time. I always have a good time.
I would like to present to you a question that I ask every actor, actress that comes on the show, and it usually provokes a little bit of thought. So I don't expect an immediate answer, but I just want to present it to you as well. Let's say, let's do a little RP, a little role play here. I'm a director, and I'm coming up to you, and so Kim, I have the funding. I have the equipment, I have everything that I need to make a movie except an idea. And I want you to star in it, but I want you to give me an idea. What's our next big hit?
Oh, wow. I think I would suggest that it be the story of the mother of either an autistic or a Down syndrome child. and the journey that they go through.
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's really, really, really deep. I like it.
Yeah, I think that's what it would be.
Is that something that you've experienced and have experience with personally?
Not me personally, but there's actually a child in my class. The mother's in my class, but she started bringing her son. He's autistic, and I have a Down syndrome niece.
Okay.
But I also have a friend who has a autistic son. Yeah, I just think that people don't understand autism and Down syndrome, and they're afraid of it a little bit. And it is a really rough journey for the parents, from beginning of hearing and understanding what their life is going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
The reality of it different from what they're told to begin with. So I think it's something that really needs to be told fully. So I think that would be a great film. And actually, you know what? I might write that.
I think you should. That would be a really amazing film, and I think a lot of people can relate to that. Honestly, nowadays you really can't. Like everybody has some level of experience with, meeting someone with autism or dealing with a child with. I don't mean to say dealing as if it's a problem,
no,
because
it is something that has to be dealt with. It's a very difficult situation to live with. So you're correct in saying dealing with it. Don't feel like that's a bad thing to say.
Right. Yeah. Well, at least you understood what I meant.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, I really think that could touch a lot of people, and I think it would be something that a lot of people could relate to, and it'd be a winner. I think that'd be a winner.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question, because now I am absolutely going to write a screenplay.
There you go. And see, this is why I asked that question. I get so many varied responses, but they're always wonderful. And that one was, that was a beautiful answer. I love it.
Thank you. I love it too.
Yeah.
I'm really happy you asked.
Well, I'm glad I could help. So as we're kind of drawing towards the end of the show here, if you can believe it or not,
wow.
I would like to actually kind of open the floor up a little bit, as it were. You can tell people where to find you, where to follow you, or even, reiterate the live in the moment, and just kind of get it all out there so people can go check it out.
Okay. Well, you can find me on Facebook at the Kim Hopkins, THE Kim Hopkins. Also on Instagram at the Kim Hopkins. And on Twitter, I think it's Kim Hopkins at ACTS. My website is lastminuteaudition.com. And if you look on there, you can see the Live in the Moment acting class on a tab. But there's a ton to see on that website too. So KimHopkins.net also, if you want to look and see what I've done. So yeah, that's all my stuff.
Amazing. And like I said, that you've been a great guest. I want to thank you so much. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you for coming on my show and talking and to me and to my listeners and just everybody in general.
Thank you so much. I had a great time with you.
I'm glad. I'm so glad by that. And, turning it a little bit and putting it out there. Listeners, I genuinely enjoy everybody who is listening to this show. Even that one person in Rottingham, Norway. I don't know who you are, but I love you.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it popped up and it blew my mind. So thank you so much. That's what I'm talking about. You guys listening are all over the world, and it's so amazing. So please, 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 when these guests come on and they tell you to go check stuff out or like or follow or subscribe or whatever it may be, please, 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 please do that. You guys are listeners, viewers, all of that. You're the backbone of the entertainment industry. Nobody would do it if it wasn't for the listeners, the viewers, the people out there. So thank you so much. And Kim, again, one more time, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we will see all of you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, creatures of all ages, what an amazing show. Thank you for lending an ear and joining us. I'm the host, Ray Rumsey, and if you want to hear more interviews, simply head to anywhere podcasts are heard, Facebook or Twitter, and search The Leo Effects, with an A, not an E. If you'd like to hear me doing silly voices and making a general fool of myself, head over to Shattered Dungeons on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. We live stream every Tuesday night. More projects are in the works. For now, stay tuned for more interviews. To book yourself as a guest, you can head to theleoeffects.wixsite.com/podcast or send me an email at theleoeffects@gmail.com. Remember, this has been The Leo Effects, and great shows require great listeners, just like you. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.